Every person has a journey, a reason for being who they are. Have you ever looked at someone and wondered, who really is this person? How did they get here? What's their story? Well, that's why this podcast was created, to listen to other people's life stories. Welcome to the My Story podcast. I'm your host, Ari. Welcome back to our third episode of the My Story podcast. Once again, I'm your host, Ari. Today, I'm very excited again, because I'm very excited with all of my guests. I have someone very special to me. She is a friend I've known for a very short time as well. Same as last episode. But still, I'm very fond of her, and I love her. And I'm so excited to have an episode with her and actually get to know her more. Because as I said, I barely know her. So welcome, Am.
Thank you.
Thank you for being in this.
That was quite the introduction. Wow.
Yeah, now you know why some of us cry. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I mean every word I say. So thank you for being here. Thank you for saying yes.
Well, you're welcome.
And thank you for being my friend.
Thank you for asking. Though you didn't actually ask me, though. You just asked, can anyone show up, please?
That is very sad. We already talked that I really wanted you in the podcast.
Yeah, that's true.
To you.
True. Thank you.
You're welcome. I just should have asked you personally.
You're good. It's fine. I don't
just throw me out there like I just didn't have. I
have to. That's my job.
It's fine. It's fine. We're friends. No, I'm just joking. Okay, to get into who are you and getting to know people's stories and all that stuff. You're not from the U.S., even though you don't look like from the U.S., obviously, but
you be careful what you say right now.
No. I saw your eyes like I don't mean that. I mean
you look very American.
No.
I don't.
I mean you have a very good English language, like the tone, but English is not your first language. So
it's not.
In order for everyone to get to know you, tell us where you're from and your full name, if you can, in your language,
if
please.
I can. I'm not able to, actually. No. So I'm from Norway, which is a small country in Europe, for those of you who don't know that. My name is Helmer-Larsen, which is so weird to say and then continue speaking English. But,
sorry. I would never been able to say that.
Okay.
I had a guest who had 5 last names. I was not going to be able to say that. So
it's just...
I can barely say your name in your language. I still struggle with that.
You can try. If you can't say it, I don't know. It's good effort. It's good effort.
I've tried to say it in the past, but I really can't. So I stopped.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. You can just say Anne.
Anyways, continue with who are you?
Moving on.
Moving on.
Real quick.
No, I know we could be there for a minute talking about
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely, yeah.
So you were from Norway, but right now you're in the U.S. So talk to us about why. What got you here? How did you get here?
How did I get here? Like physically or like
by
mentally?
Plane, but
I swam actually.
You swam from Norway. That's amazing.
Took a couple months, but I'm here. No, so I go to a school in Oslo called NSKI, which the acting majors and the musical theater majors can do an exchange year to, which means that we can also go here. So that's kind of what happened. There was this application process, and usually my school sends 2 or 3 people. This is the first semester that anyone's gone alone.
Okay.
Which is, I kind of get why they send more people, because it's terrifying being here alone.
It is.
But whatever.
It's a lot of things to take in at the same time.
And it's also the process of getting a visa is not easy. And I luckily know some of the people who were here previous years. So I could text them every 5 minutes, be like, dude, what is this? I'm so confused. What is this?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, but it's, I'm here now. And it's not that bad looking back on it. But at the time, it was I have no idea what's going on.
So you're saying it's worth it?
Absolutely, yeah. I will say America is an interesting country. But the people that you meet and the classes that at least I have make it very worth it. All the weird stuff that you have to deal with every day, like the food. What is that?
Okay.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that's not necessarily the best thing.
You have mentioned previously, like, when I have been out with you.
Yeah.
Before, obviously, this episode, everything that has happened.
Yeah.
And you always have a different reaction towards the food you consume here. Yeah. Why?
Because it sucks.
You can't really say that word, I think, but
I'm sorry.
Because it's really bad in your perspective.
It's not
but
necessarily
why? I want to know why you say that.
Well, it's a lot of processed food. And also, I mean,
that's true.
Most of the time I eat at, like, river campus. Right. And that's not, like, St. Vincent's it's not great food. It's, like, it's food that's made to be, like, it's supposed to be easy to serve to a lot of people. So I kind of get that it's not, like, the best quality of it. But also, like, the amount of sauce these people put on stuff. What? Like, I just want my wings with, like, a little bit of barbecue.
Drizzle.
And she puts all of them in the barbecue, and then half of my plate is barbecue. And it's like, okay, thank you, but that's not really food. That's just, I can't taste
the wings
the chicken.
With sauce with wings.
Exactly. I send a picture to my parents, and I was like, I got sauce with wings today, and some fries at the side. And I was like, I just want to taste the chicken. And also, the chicken's not that great.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing so much. It's just the way you're saying it. Okay, so this is in your perspective coming from Europe, essentially.
We don't have that much sauce.
Okay.
And I guess it's kind of, we don't have that many, like, fast food chains also. Okay. We have, like, I think we got, like, that I can think of. We got McDonald's.
What is a fast food chain you have? Okay, you have McDonald's.
We have McDonald's, Burger King. I guess, like, what is it called? Subway.
Oh.
We got Subway. Love Subway. That's great. That's good here as well, actually. So that's something that you did right.
Something that you did right. Oh my God.
Sorry. We got Domino's, and maybe we got some more, but that's, like, the main ones.
Okay.
Oh, we got one called Max, which you don't have.
No.
But that sucks in Norway as well. So it's whatever.
Okay.
I'm not. Maybe it's just me. I'm not huge on fast food, so I usually won't really eat McDonald's or Burger King back home. I do love Subway and
do you
Domino's.
feel like you're constantly eating fast food?
Yeah, because
even though it's not technically...
It's not really that... I don't have many options aside from fast food. Unless I go to, like, a proper restaurant.
Or unless you cook yourself.
Cook myself, yeah. Which I absolutely want to do. Me and my sweet mate just got randomly pots and pans from, like, one of her friends who were, she bought new ones and was like, do you guys want these? So we got loads of, like, pots and pans, and I'm excited to, like, go to the store and buy something that I can make. I have told Kira, my sweet mate, that I'm making her Norwegian pancakes one day. You guys are coming too, by the way.
Awesome. I'm excited now for that.
Yeah.
What is Norwegian pancakes? Because you've made us try Norwegian candy.
Yeah.
Which you almost threw me all the way across the room for saying that it tasted like Hershey's.
Yeah.
But it doesn't.
It does not.
I'm not name dropping brands here.
No, would never.
But that was a joke I made. So.
Yeah, that's not cool.
It's not cool. I apologize that you
after
said that.
Yeah.
It does not.
I'm not over it.
It's very different. I like both.
It's fine.
I like
no, it's fine.
Hershey's.
It's fine.
I like
you can like both. I'm sorry. I just like being judgmental sometimes.
It's fine. But I grew up with chocolate Hershey's, so
yeah. I guess that
you're
really
used to your
help.
chocolate. So.
Yeah. Hershey's can probably be good for some people.
I mean, okay.
I tasted it, and I'm not a huge fan.
I can't get, like, in depth to just only liking the Norwegian chocolate, because then where am I gonna get it?
Yeah, no, that's true. I think it's great for you that you like Hershey's. I think it's great for you and everyone who likes Hershey's because you can get it.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily judge you, like, deep down. I will on the outside be like, wow, you suck. You like that? Nuh-uh. But I'm deep down, I'm like, you know what? Good for you. You enjoy it. If you enjoy something, honestly, just enjoy it. I will joke to you about, like, I can't believe you like that. But, like, deep down, it's like, Okay, whatever. Anyways,
I
so
know.
Norwegian pancakes.
I know that, but we still love to kid around a lot. So as you guys can see in this episode, it's very fun.
We need.
We
know
joke
what?
too
Everyone
much.
else are so sad and cry and stuff, and I can't do that. So we're gonna joke, anyways. But I can tell you about Norwegian chocolate. No,
We're talking about Norwegian pancakes.
Norwegian pancakes.
What
I can tell
are
you.
those?
Have you seen French pancakes?
No.
Okay. Well, what are your pancakes like? Do you
Have
guys?
you tried our pancakes? Just like
I know American pancakes. I've tried that. I
pancakes.
don't love it. It tastes very.
That's the same as Puerto Rican, so
Oh, okay. See, that was what I was wondering.
essentially.
You guys are missing out.
I mean, we are a U.S. territory, so a lot of the things in the U.S.
is the same.
translate.
Yeah.
Not all of it.
Well, I know that you
because-
have a lot of like your own like food.
Yeah, we do have a lot of our
So
own
I was like,
food.
maybe you got better pancakes. But
Maybe we have. I just can't remember at this point.
yeah.
But
So, like Norwegian pancakes, you can make them either as like a dessert pancake or a dinner pancake. Some people say it's the same. My mom likes to make dinner pancakes like a bit more healthy. So they're basically just very flat pancakes, kind of.
okay.
And then you can have cheese and ham on it, or you can also have jam and sugar. Like it's whatever. We don't use syrup on pancakes.
That's odd for you to use syrup on pancakes.
Not on American pancakes, no. But I also don't like American pancakes.
Yeah.
But it's been like 5 years since I tasted it. It was in America in like a hotel, so I'm assuming it's probably not the best of American pancakes out there.
Yeah. It's not.
So I'd be up for
You should
trying
try,
it
like,
again. But
Homemade pancakes.
Yeah.
Type thing.
it's always better. It's always better.
Yes.
I did try American waffles with syrup.
Did you like it?
I did like them. This is gonna contradict everything I stand for, but I liked the ones that you buy frozen at the store. I did not like the one that we make for ourselves.
Processed pancakes.
Yes, I did not
that
like
you
the
can
one
just
that we
warm
have
up.
at St. Vincent's with that you
Yeah,
make yourself.
yeah,
I did not like that.
So you do like the pancakes that are very processed and you
Yeah.
can just warm up.
I guess
and
that
they're
just
very,
speaks for how bad the ones at St. Vincent's is.
To be honest, those waffles are amazing. No, the waffles you're mentioning.
Oh! I
The
was like,
other ones
do you
I
love those?
haven't. The other ones I haven't really. Well, I tried it once, I think, but I didn't properly make it, so I can't say that. But that was an interesting topic. We have talked a lot about food. I think we're hungry at this point, but
Yeah.
But I did wanted to get to know why you were saying so much stuff about like the food you have eaten here and stuff. So that was an interesting like point of view. So you also talked about your major. So going back to that point, because we have drifted way.
Sorry.
very far. No, you're good. It's fine. This is interesting. Drifting back to why you're like in America with this theater and acting and stuff. What's your main goal with that? Like, what? First of all, why did you want to come to America to have those classes? And then, what's your main goal with it?
So I've always ever since junior high school, I've always wanted to do like a year abroad.
Okay.
I was originally thinking of studying in London, but then I didn't get in. So then I went to Oslo instead, and then I was like, okay, well, we have one option for studying abroad, and this is probably my last kind of chance to do that.
You're a senior?
No, but second year is the only year we're allowed to go abroad. And then I'm not necessarily planning on studying any further.
Okay.
So it's like if I don't do it now, I'll have to actually move somewhere, and that's a lot more scary because then I have to kind of make my friends kind of on my own.
Yeah.
I won't have a school to go to.
Yeah.
So I was like, when they presented the chance, I was like, I'm just gonna apply, and if I get to go, I get to go, and if I don't, then that's sad, but it's kind of life, I guess. And then out of I think there were 10 people that applied, and then I got a call, and they were like, if you want to go, you can go.
That's exciting.
And I was like, oh, shit. And then at that point, they were like, we don't know if 2 people are going to go or if it's just going to be you. Do you still want to? And I was like, that's terrifying. But, like, I can't, like, I'm not doing this to be with the people that I already know. I'm doing this to experience something new.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to go anyways. And then it turned out no one else were going. And I was like, cool, whatever. So I guess.
You ended up coming anyways.
Yeah. I feel like I couldn't, like, I got the chance. I've told my mom, I've told my dad, like, am I gonna be like, no, you know what, I'm not gonna go anyways because I had to go alone. Like, I can't do that. I have to be independent. I don't know.
Independent, empowered.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah. And I think it's, like, very nice or very good to get kind of different inputs throughout your life. So going here is not necessarily just about learning different, you know, because I'm an acting major. So it's not necessarily just about, like, learning new parts of acting, which is obviously, like, a big thing. But it's also, like, experiencing America, like, not as a vacation, but, like, actually, like, living here and experiencing how are people. And I've learned a lot of weird things about America since I got here.
You've also made a lot of friends here.
Well, I've got 5 at least.
You got at least 5. Especially you've made kind of I don't know if in Norway you have a best friend. I assume you do.
Friends? What are you talking about?
No, best friend, like
I've
a very close friend.
Yeah.
Because I see your interaction with your sweet mate. And that's so beautiful and amazing to have someone so close here. So, can you talk about that?
It's just about. Can I talk about Kara?
No, just
My dream come true.
Not talk about her. Just like you're experiencing, like, for the first time coming to the U.S. and finding someone so wholesome and so nice that she just took you in, and you guys are like inseparable now. Yeah,
it's really great. It's been really nice. So, me and Kira.
Kira is your sweet mate.
Yeah,
just in case.
Me and Kira, my sweet mate. We started talking on Instagram because obviously we get, like, a list of who you're gonna live with. And at the time, both of us were supposed to. We had, like, a list of the people that we were gonna live with. And then we both texted them, and they were like, oh, we're not going to live there anyways. And we were like, oh, so it's just going to be the 2 of us. And so we talked a lot on Instagram in, like, the weeks prior. And we were already, like, finding out that we both love Disney and we want to do this and that. And I was like, I'm bringing candy for you to try. And she was like, okay, I'm finding candy that you can try. And so when I got here, I was, like, texting her. I was like, I'm here now. And she's like, okay, I'm at band practice, but I'll be there in, like, an hour or 2. And it wasn't as scary as it probably would have been if I didn't know her. And if she wasn't, like, because I know certain people they're not that lucky with, like, roommates and stuff, not naming names. But certain people are not that lucky, and they don't necessarily find, like, a friend. That's kind of why I asked. Yeah.
Because not everyone, like... Yeah, not everyone is that lucky. Let's leave it at that.
And it's really nice, and it makes everything a lot more safe, because whenever I have, like, questions about things I'm like that I don't understand about American culture or whatever, like, I can always be like, Kira, what is this? What is going on? And she'll always be very sweet about it. She's better than me. I would probably make fun of her a little bit, but, like, with love.
With love. One of your love languages is joking and making fun.
Yeah.
Making fun, yes.
Yeah, but in a very loving way.
It's always it always comes from a good place, and you mean no harm. So we already established that.
No harm.
No harm.
Absolutely.
So that's really beautiful. So I would love to have you both here at some point.
It's gonna happen.
It has to happen at some point.
I will drag you here.
Because this is interesting to me. So this is your first time ever in the U.S. and your English is perfect.
Thank you.
And she, I think for the first time, has a roommate who's international.
Yeah.
And the way you guys have created this friendship is amazing to me, because one of the things we've talked about in this podcast is culture shock for international students. So, in the first episode, we had Lana, who comes from Saudi Arabia,
Yeah.
and her culture shock. Today, we have kind of pointed out your culture shock in a very generic
so
way,
much
especially with
more.
food.
Yeah.
I know you have more.
We'd be here for like 3 days if we were going to talk about that. But anyway.
Longest episode in history. Probably,
Could be
maybe,
fun.
who
Could be
knows?
fun. We could break some records,
Oh.
honestly.
Should we? Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? So this has been an interesting conversation, but going back to everything you have talked about and reminiscing on what you said, what can you share with others regarding being in America and having such a distinct history? Obviously, today with you, we emphasized more about the food and how that it's so different. We didn't get the chance to go in depth with your life.
Yeah.
Personally, maybe when we have you back, we can go into that. But what's something you can share, like, for the people to have this that have different stories, and sometimes we're not aware of that, because maybe when I'm outside with you and like, oh, this, I really like this. This, it tastes weird. I can say like, you're a weirdo. This is delicious, but it's not because you're a weirdo or anything. It's because of what you have experienced and what I have experienced. Like when we were joking about the chocolate. It's experience, you know?
Absolutely.
So what can you say to others about that? Well, not about the food, but in general.
I don't get to talk about the food.
You can talk about the food if you want.
No, I will take this seriously.
Okay.
For the first time in my life.
Okay.
No, I guess, like, just be patient with people and be open-minded, because I know that, especially, like, people who haven't been a lot around, if you've like grown up in a place and that's where you lived and everyone has kind of the same opinions and the same like taste in things, it's hard to kind of imagine that someone could be different.
Yeah.
Even with the internet, I mean, like, it really opens up for everyone to kind of see that it's possible, but facing it and like meeting someone that's actually different from you can be a bit daunting, and it can be a bit of a shock to like actually see like, oh, it's possible to actually be like that. It's not like a joke on the internet.
Yeah.
And it's just like have an open mind, because I feel it's been quite great here. People are very open-minded and ask a lot of questions, and they're curious about stuff. And I guess that's like, be curious. Don't judge people, but be curious about it, and ask questions in such a manner that's like, it's not like, why do you like that? That's stupid.
Yeah.
But more of like,
a respected way.
how did you like come to like that? Like, how do you?
What's the story there?
Yeah, like be curious about people and ask lots of questions. And I can guarantee you, like, no one, or maybe there's some people out there, but they're whatever. But most people don't mind being asked about things.
Yeah.
Like,
if you ask in a respectful way.
Yeah. Like, ask in a way that shows that you're curious and you actually care about whatever the answer is.
Yeah.
And that you're listening when they do answer. I can, like, I don't seem that way right here, but, like, usually I can be quite shy. Like, in my classes, I don't speak. Like, I'm quiet. And whenever people, like, do ask me questions, it's very nice. And it's, like, even though, like, even the quiet people, even the people that you feel like, oh, they wouldn't want to, like, explain this because they're shy or whatever, it's always, like, asking about opinions and asking about experiences is always, like, it's a good way to make friends, and it's a good way to understand the world better as well.
Especially sometimes the shyest people has the most things to tell.
A lot of stuff to tell, because they don't get to talk about these things. And the minute someone asks, it's like, oh, wow, I get to share my opinion.
Yeah. Fun fact, that's actually how we met a couple weeks back. No, that you said it. Kind of. Yeah. So that's very interesting.
Do you remember? Because we were standing in the line to get the ballot things, and I saw Wesley was trying to get like contact with me, and I was like, I'm so scared. I don't.
Okay, yeah.
Am I supposed to talk to people?
Going back, we met in the SEMO University. They were having this dinner for international students.
Yeah.
And me and my friend were there together, and then she's standing behind us. And our friend was like, "Hi, how are you? What's your name?" She was like, "Oh, wow, this is happening." And after that, we've become friends. So there's that.
It's a great way to meet people.
It's a great
Just
way to meet.
ask
It's very
questions.
straightforward, but it's great.
He's terrifying, but I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we have a gang of 5 friends, so that's very fun.
Yeah.
So thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your story. We didn't go in depth with it, but
It's probably fine for now.
I'm sure we learned a lot. I learned a lot. Hopefully the listeners and viewers learned a lot.
Well, they don't know anything about me, so they learned a lot.
They learned a lot. Yeah. For sure. Before we close, you already said the advice, but I want to know what's the Norwegian dish that you like the most. Because since this episode was mostly about food.
Oh, no.
Since this episode was mostly about food, you need to say a Norwegian dish that you like the most, or at least your top 3.
Okay, so the problem here is
you cannot leave us hanging like that.
in Norway, we don't like. My grandparents, they do make like traditional Norwegian food, but we eat whatever. So
What is whatever in Norway?
tikka masala, tacos. We're big on tacos.
Okay.
Pizza, whatever. But I will say, okay,
You like pizza, but you don't like the pizza here, though.
that's the cheese.
The cheese.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to raise my voice. That's the cheese. The cheese is not great.
Oh, God.
Anyways.
Going back, the food.
Okay, I will say
the dishes you have tried. What are those? What are those?
the Norwegian ones.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what
At
these
least-
are called in English, so I'll say it in Norwegian, which no one will understand.
We'll look it up somehow.
What is it called? Wait.
Okay, she's processing. I'm probably just gonna look it up and put it in the.
Fårikål.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay.
It's like lamb and some salad-looking thing.
some salad looking.
I don't remember what it's called in American or in English, in American specifically. But it's really good. My grandparents, I think it's my grandpa, maybe my grandma. I'm not really sure. They both cook. They're great.
Okay.
I love them. That's, typical grandparents love making food. They always make that, and then also my grandma's like homemade. This is not like technically a Norwegian thing. I think you can have this anywhere, but like homemade. What do you call those? We call them fish cakes. I don't think you do that.
Cakes?
It's fish and it's like round, and
I
I
can't.
don't know.
No,
Well, they're good. Anyways,
they're good. I'm probably just gonna look for the pictures and put them there, but
you can try.
I can try. You're gonna help me.
I can send you some pictures. I can be like, Grandma, can you make this and send me a picture so I can give it to the podcast that I'm in?
Yeah, that would be. I think we'll all appreciate that.
Yeah.
So thank you for being here. That was a really good episode. It was really funny. I really liked it a lot. So
Needed it.
see you the next time, guys.
Bye.
If you joined us today, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who needs some little inspiration. We'll be back next week for another incredible story. Until then, keep listening, keep learning, keep embracing the stories that are all around us. Thanks for tuning in to My Story Podcast.